Welcome to the Legionary. This is Cliff, and he is from northern Iraq, Kurdistan to be more precise, and he would have been known to the Romans as Canis pastoralis, or in other words a sheep herding dog. He's very fast. He can reach up to 60 kilometers an hour at a sprint, and he's got a big pair of jaws and some very long legs. So he's fast, and he's more importantly, he's very noisy as well. And these dogs would have been used to keep the wolves at bay, aren't they, Cliff? Yeah. Oh yes. So yeah, he said I'm pretty good at keeping wolves away. He is here because I haven't seen any wolves in this particular area. So yeah, getting back to the Romans. More interestingly, a friend of ours commented on the fact that when he was working in northern Turkey, they referred to these dogs. Now Cliff is he's sort of a Kengal cross, and Kengal, or there's another name for him, I think the Persian Mastiff. So he's a bit of a cross of all of them. So he's got a bit of Persian Mastiff, a bit of Kengal. So a family friend was quite adamant that when he was working in Turkey, the dogs that he encountered, which are similar to Cliff, obviously the Kengal type dogs, were referred to as Roman war dogs by some of the locals, and which I thought was a really strange reference. Obviously, when you look them up, which I did, I did a bit of research, and yeah, the Romans used Rottweiler type dogs. I think they were slightly slimmer versions of the modern day Rottweiler, which were quite sort of squat and muscular. So yeah, Cliff is definitely a shepherding dog. Although he's probably fit for war as a warfighting dog if he was properly trained, because interestingly they breed these dogs for fighting in Kurdistan as well, and although it's illegal, obviously they bet on the dogs as well. So there's a lot of gambling involved. Hey Bella, here's another Roman dog, which is Bella. Bella's from northern Iraq also. She's from Kurdistan. Oh, come on, right, good. So yes, as I was saying a few minutes ago before we got ambushed by Bella, they train dogs for fighting in Kurdistan, and they clip the ears and the tail, dock the tail, and then they bet on the fights, which is sad, but it's a reality. But then and it just shows that the dog is suitable for combat. Ah yes, and the third type of dog that Cliff is most likely related to is the Anatolian Shepherd. Obviously, Anatolian refers to Turkey, but yeah, so he's that's where he's from. Now, the Romans would have encountered these dogs during their campaigns into the Middle East. Now, when they were fighting the Parthians, they would have come down through Turkey and Armenia, where they would have encountered these dogs, and then as they headed into whilst they remained in the mountainous areas of Iraq, they would have continued to encounter these dogs, and there would have been a lot of them, because this is obviously traditionally pastoral communities for thousands of years, and so there would have been just as many dogs as there are people. And with the threat of wolves against the herds, you would have had to have a suitable pack of dogs to protect your herd. And so this is where Cliff would have come in. And given his high speed and loud bark, and he can be trained to have quite an aggressive nature as well. If you've come across the Kengals or the dogs in northern Iraq, you'll know what I'm talking about. They can be quite aggressive, and they'll run after they'll definitely go after cars. so you want to be careful. As a war dog, I suppose you could argue that being hit by a cliff, a 45 kilo dog running at 60 kilometers an hour might be a life-changing experience. What have we got now? Oh yeah, the pigs have been here. We've got lots of wild boar around here. Wild boar as depicted on the shields of the Gallic auxiliaries that served in the Roman army. Yet another Roman reference. I'm just cramming them in today. But yeah, dogs within Roman culture in general. I mean, you had every type of dog for every type of occasion, and these have been written about. I think Pliny the Elder wrote about them. So depicted on certain mosaics are dogs in hunting scenes, dogs guarding homes. I don't think there's any of dogs fighting, but yeah, they're commonly depicted. Sight and smell, nothing escapes you, does it, Clef? Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, as we say. Thanks for watching.